this last little part, this last little session is on you a lot of you preachers, pastors, or whatever you want to call yourself, title that they gave you. All right. Most of you ain't nothing but witchcraft practitioners. All right. And we could prove it. Because you belong to some type of organization. You made an oath with some type of other God and organization that's tied to that oath in that organization. Like your Masons. All right? Huh? Yeah. And your Eastern Stars, you ain't nothing but a female Mason. So we talking about witchcraft. All right? And your Kabbalianism. All right? Straight up. Okay? You ain't supposed to be teaching the Most High babies nothing. As a matter of fact, the Lord suffered you to live. He suffered for a witch to live. All right? And any of you brothers and sisters in these fraternities and sororities, these fraternities and, these sororities and things. You all right? You made an oath too. With a foreign God. You ain't supposed to be making no oath. Period. Now. Alright, family. We're already gonna start. Hey, listen. Make sure that you got something to write with. Alright. Making other covenants and oaths with these secret societies and things and trying to teach and trying to be a watchman for your house, it ain't happening. Alright? Straight up. Period. Hey, that's got the little heat on in the studio, alright? It's a little nippy. I did have something on. But then, hey, just forgive me, alright? So, but anyway, we're going to get right off into it, alright? Without a doubt, alright? Let's go ahead and jump off into it. Making other oaths. You can't be you cannot, don't take my word for it. Let the scripture speak for itself, alright? If you can be you can't be no Mason or no, you can't belong no secret societies trying to teach these scriptures, period. Alright? Alright? So anyway, that calls for stone to the dome. Alright, but anyway, we're going to get right off into it, alright? All praise and glory be talking about Yahweh who is one, alright? Other oaths, alright? And then we got to make sure you got something to write with. Take some notes, family, alright? Jot it down, take a picture, do what you got to do, alright? To make sure that you getting this, alright? Cause this information is crucial. This is the time that we in right now. So, and you want to be on top of it, all right? So, you and this is rehearsal time to be doing the righteous acts of Yahweh, all right? So we gotta get back to these instructions. That's all, family. And so, without further ado, the other oaths. They don't take brother Zamar, let's go get these scriptures, see what Yahweh got to say, all right? And him alone. All praise and glory be to him, Yahweh God. Let's go get it. So, we'll get it a little bit more into it, but it's precept upon precept. So it's law upon law, all right? So now if you lawless, it ain't, and they don't, if you talking about the laws done away with, then how can you interpret these scriptures? Right? Unless you took an oath with another God. All right? Because they don't, all of them other little systems, they don't want no atheist or no non-believing person. They want something that they know that's going to buck up against whatever that's something that they already believe to believe in. Without knowing. All right? Without having the knowledge, the wisdom, and the understanding of anything. All right? All right? The same thing is length, width, and height. All right? Right? And with that, you can build we temple builders. That's what it is. Like, so that's how you build a nation. All right? All praise and glory be to Almighty Yahweh God. All right. So we're going to prove that through scripture that, let's start right here. All right? That's right. Judges 2:2. All right? What did it say? You see it? Come on. That's right. And you shall not make a covenant, right? A covenant or a marriage, all right? Or a new covenant, all right? Or quote unquote a New Testament, right? With the people of this land, all right? You shall not. That's a commandment. You understand? You shall not make a covenant with the people of this land, but you shall break down their altars. Meaning you should tell the truth. All right? Thus said Yahweh. Thus said the Lord. Almighty Yahweh. All right? Him alone. All right? That's how you break down the altars. Yet you have disobeyed me. Why have you done this? Huh? New Living Translation. All right? For your part, you were not to make any covenants with the people living in this land. All right? Instead, you were to destroy their altars. But you disobeyed my command. Why did you do this? Right? Only a father will ask a question like that. It ain't like he just putting us to death without having no type of mercy on us. That's what a father will ask in the KJV. And ye shall make no league, right? Or covenant, or agreement, all right? Or treaty, all right? With the inhabitants of this land. Ye shall throw down their altars, but ye have not obeyed my voice. Why have you done this? All right? Why? Why are you still celebrating and participating in these pagan customs that don't belong to you? All right? You shall make no covenant with the inhabitants of this land. You shall break down their altars, but you shall have not, Salaki, but you have not listened to my voice. Why have you done this? This New Hard English Bible translation. Let's get the JPism. All right. And you shall make no covenant with the inhabitants of this land. You shall break down their altars, but ye have not hearkened unto my voice. All right? What is this ye have done? All right? You have not listened to my voice. All right? That's what hearken. All right? Is to hear. All right? And that's the whole thing about it. You're supposed to have ears to hear. Like Pastor Porkchop supposed to be barking like a scowling dog. All right? That's how loud he ought to be barking. All right? Straight up. Not some come on, let's love everybody. Let's try to get along. And, you know what I'm saying? Not even to get your own. Come on now. Come on now. All right. We know. All right. We know. We've been through. We broke down the word covenant. All right. There it is. Salah. All right? You see it? Covenant. You shall make no covenant with the inhabitants of this land. Right? Barath. All right? Barath. And see, that's where the this where the voodooism coming in right here, family. See? And that's why we supposed to be sitting up here plowing all of this. To comb through it. All right? Plowing it. Okay? Now, they ain't going to try to say this is a V, but this is still a B. All right? Regardless of the fact. All right? It's Barath, a covenant. Allies, covenant, treaty, league. All right? El Bareth, treaty, allies, ally. All right? All right? A constitution. An ordinance. Come on now. We ain't supposed to be doing that. Agreement, a pledge. What is it? Alliance of marriage. No. No. None. Not to the point in fact to whereas it's like no confederacy, no confederate, no covenant, no league. All right? None. Because made by passing between pieces of flesh. Confederacy, confederate. All right? Bara. All right? It's the Hebrew word for it. We're not supposed to be making any of them with any other these other nations. Now that don't mean we supposed to be putting them to death and all that stuff. All right? It's just is because now is the time to whereas because Yahweh said vengeance is his. All right? So all we got to do is get back to these laws. All right? All right? That's our moral code. Period. All right? And so, and not only that, once we get back to that, all other nations going to be just at odd on that. And knowing Yahweh, it couldn't have been nobody but Yahweh that done that. They're going to be coming running to us, talking about give us some of that. We want some of that. We want to know Yahweh. And all praise and glory be to Almighty Yahweh God. It's going to be like that. Still I can head to get a little of that coffee. All right, so it's going to be like that. All praise and glory be to Almighty Yahweh God, him alone. All right? But he said no other covenants, no other marriages, no other treaties between them. It's not like we not going to do trade and commerce and all that together. Of course we are. All right? That's what the Torah is about also. All right? It has a business code and moral code in there as well. All right? That's fair for all other nations. All right? Period. All right? Now, it's wake up time now. See? Because, you hear the camp brothers, they say, oh, no, we're going to be killing you and bring you back to life and killing you again. Come on, no. No. Because we'll be doing the same thing. We'll end up right back in the same place. So this is why we going through this right now. So we going by the time this is over with, oh yeah, we've been to really learn our lesson here on this one. Because I mean, you don't know who you are right now. That's what the problem is. And once you come into the knowledge, wisdom, and understanding of who you are, who your Yahweh is, and who you are, then it's gonna make it's gonna be like night and day. You can't do that. You can't be a part of them. You can't be taking no oaths with no other organizations and no other deities and things. You can't do that. You can't. And this just a time for all of your wickedness to be exposed. All right. So if you are a so-called Mason, you belong to some type of organization, and you took an oath or pact, you, you if you're Israel, well, you not qualified. You not qualified to teach. Period. You need to repent and get right. You need this get right. All right. Period. All right. And if you not Israel, well, you ain't supposed to be having the book in your hand. That's just what it is. Period. And that's just the real. We're gonna get back to it, and we can show and prove with these scriptures that this book don't, you in there, but this book don't belong to you. This book is for Israel, about Israel, to, in, with, for, why, where, all about Israel, and the most high power God of Israel. All right, Yahweh. All right, that's who it's about. All right. Now, period. Through and through. Go to Deuteronomy 1:1. Well, you started, because you don't like to start at the beginning of the book. You won't go to Genesis or Enoch or nothing like that. You think somebody's trying to do something bad to you. All right, okay, let's go. All right, let's go. Here it is. We'll trim out that fat too. Exodus 34:12. What did he say? New International Version. Be careful not to make a treaty with those who live in the land where you are going. Huh? And all right. And this is already leaving the last Egypt. All right. That's why Yahweh said, if you break them laws, statutes, and commandments at the first one, I'm going to send you back into slavery again. But the next time I'm going to send you again. But the next time it's going to be on ships. All right? It's only one nation of people who went into slavery on ships. All right? Period. Scattered us to the four corners of the earth. That's it. All right? Now, Exodus 34:12. Be careful not to make a treaty with those who live in the land where you're going. All right? Or there'll be a snare among you. All right? That's right. What did it say? New Living Translation. Be very careful never to make a treaty with the people who live in the land where you are going. Huh? If you do, you will follow their evil ways and be trapped. All right? But you thinking you own something because you got a degree out of institution that's perpetuating the program of the traps that we learn. Not saying that they can't be learned and flipped and turned around for good, because that's all that's needed. Because all what's done right now is the good is flipped around to do bad. That's all it is. So you just turn it right back side up. All right? That's what you do. All right? Now, what it say? The New American Standard Bible? Watch yourself that you make no covenant with the inhabitants of the land to which you are going. All right? Or it will become a snare in your midst. Now, it didn't say everybody in all of the nations, all of the table of nations, that you was going to go. It just said you, Israel. You, Yashrael. You so-called bywords. All right? And that's all the way to the four corners. All right, family. So now, all right. Make sure we get all of these. Exodus 34 and 12. Right? Take heed to thyself, lest thou make a covenant with the inhabitants of the land, which thou goest, lest it be for a snare in the midst of thee. All right? All right? So we're not supposed to be, you ain't supposed to be belonging to no secret society or making some oath to any type of club or society or anything if you're Israelite. All right? So-called black, Hispanic, Native American over here in the Western Hemisphere. All right? But all over to the four corners. He ain't supposed to be belonging to nothing but Yahweh, him alone, Yahweh God. All right? No oaths. All right? Now, we know what covenant, treaty, right? A league, right? A testimony, right? A marriage, right? An agreement, right? The law, the Torah, the Tawara, Barah, right? In the Hebrew, right? All right. Exodus 23 and 24. Yeah, we going to keep getting it. All right. Yahweh said, do not bow down before their gods or worship them or follow their practices. All right. Like Christmas, Halloween, and Christianity, and Islam, and Buddhism, and all of that. Being a Kappa, being a Kappa, or all that madness. You taking an oath, and you bound down, and you taking an oath to another God that's not your, that don't belong to you. This is why. It's wake up time. It's wake up time, family. Do not bow down before their gods or worship them or follow their practices. You must demolish them and break their sacred stones to pieces. All right? You shall not worship their gods, nor serve them, nor do according to their deeds, but you shall utterly overthrow them and break their sacred pillars in pieces. King James, thou shalt not bow down to their gods, nor serve them, nor do after their works, but thou shalt utterly overthrow them and quite break down their images. Salaki. All right? And that's what we doing right now. We breaking down those images. All right? You understand? We smashing that madness and that witchcraft. All right? That's what it means about breaking it down. All right? And smashing that images. All right? Because we cutting it up right here, right now. You understand? You are not to bow down to their gods or serve them. You are not to follow their practices. But you are to overthrow them completely and smash their sacred stones to pieces. All right? It's JP Israel. Thou shalt not bow down to their gods, nor serve them, nor do after their doings. But thou shalt utterly overthrow them and break in pieces their pillars. Right? Come on now. And he said over and over. All right? Thou shalt not adore their gods, nor serve them. Thou shalt not do their works, but shalt destroy them and break their statues. And that goes to, along with the camp brothers, saying that once we are awake and we back in our rightful place, that we was going to do all these atrocities to the other nations. No, we not. We might start doing it, but it's not going to last long. It's not. That's what one of the reasons what got us in this problem in the first place. Because we stopped taking care of the other nations and the orphans and the widows and the poor. That's what happened. And we once they saw us break a law and have an excuse for a law, they said, "Oh, all right, we can get them to break. We can get them to break the laws now." So now that's when the bribing and all of the underhanding and the backstabbing come into place. That's just what it is. That's what it was. It's get right time now. All right. So you got to be you. If you're drinking this water, ain't nobody gonna be left out. No one gonna be thirsty. Everybody be very well fed and very well hydrated. All right, and that's going for all other nations. All other nations. All of the nations going to prosper once we wake up. All right, and be the priests that we are supposed to be to the world. We can't do it trying to go along with everybody. That's not what Yahweh said. All right, that's not. You know, and so this is what it is. Yahweh said, "Do not bow down to their gods, no service. Don't do their practices. Their practices are their customs. Don't do it. All right, don't do it. It's gonna get you put to death." Yahweh tearing us up. Everybody look. You keep looking at the other nations like Yahweh gonna do something to them. All right, yeah, later, but that's through us. They're gonna see us and then they're gonna get right. All right, that's just what it is. We are the real Illuminati. We are the enlightened ones. But all the other nations, they scared of the unknown. They've been scared of the unknown, though, for a long time. All right? And that's why they always take crafty counsel against us. All right? Crafty counsel against us. All right? But it doesn't matter as long as we got this Thara Ra. All right? This is our comforter. All right? This is our mother. All right? We the child, Yahweh is our father. All right? Period. Abba. You understand? All right. So Yahweh said don't follow their practices. All right? Because they don't even know. They can't interpret these scriptures like we can. They can't. You know, even though they get the foaming at the mouth when they hear brothers debating them about them or whatever. But Yahweh told us to do that. So that don't mean nothing. That don't take nothing away. At the end of the day, when Yahweh when Yahweh sound off them horns, them ram horns, we gonna all assemble. And it's gonna be some that's asleep right now. They gonna wake up. And all praise and glory be talking about Yahweh God and him alone. All right? And because that's what it's gonna take. Mother's gonna say, "Oh, okay, all right. It's just Yahweh. It's just him by himself." Yeah, you gonna get to that. You gonna get to that point. 1/3 of us, we gonna get to that point. That's just what it is, straight up. It's gonna keep it 1,000 from the Ah all the way to the Tha, and it's like that. All right, seriously. Seriously. All right? This is the get right here. All right? This is the get right. Stop thinking that it's hard. It's not. You keep listening to Paul. You know what I'm saying? And he keep leading you straight to the pit. A wolf in sheep's clothing. All right? Straight up. You should know something wrong with him when he can't say Yahweh's name. And by itself. Something wrong with them. They don't got that. They dry. Them dried up. All right. Anyway, pay attention, huh? Pay attention to do everything I have told you, and do not even mention the names of other gods. Do not let them be heard on your lips. All right. And that's a father talking to you. All right? All praise and blessings be talking about Yahweh God. All right? It's just what it is. Exodus 23 and 32. Come on, we don't keep getting it up. Do not make a covenant with them or with their gods. What? Don't be talking about this in the New Testament then. If we still over here, and you know the family is still over here doing some wicked Christmas and Halloween and all that witchcraft, and still belonging to these societies and things, and ain't came back to Yahweh. All right? All right? Now, you already know. That's this right here. Do not make a covenant with them or with their gods. Don't do it. Don't make no New Testament with them. All right? What you talking about, a New Testament? Come on now. With them or their gods. All right? Did not Paul say that the laws of that Yahweh gave Marshall was incompatible to what him and JC had going on? All right, it's right there. Go get the last lessons. It's right there. Did it already for you. JP Izzle, thou shalt make no covenant with them nor with their gods. So you can't be no Mason. You can't be no elk. All right? You can't be nowhere up in them lodges. Nowhere. Period. All right? You're not supposed to be there. Period. You're not supposed to be doing with them. You ain't supposed to be making no agreements and no pacts with them. Because Yahweh will see you. He see all of your wickedness. Whatever you doing in the dark. All right? And that's why Yahweh said in the last day, you don't got to worry about it, man. Hey, nation's going to beat their swords and things, and they're going to just melt them things down, man. All right? That's what it is. Right now, we being reformed and melted down to our purest form. All right? Because 1/3 is going to be the purified ones to wait. The 2/3 is going to be their shield for us to walk up out of here. All right? And it's gonna be some other nations that's gonna be clinging to us while we getting up out of here. Now that's scriptural, so it is what it is. And it could be the Ankh-Yam and Akhwaz spouses. All we know is the scripture says it's gonna be a mixed multitude. All right? So there it is. There it is. And so now, this is Yahweh talking to us though, saying don't make no covenants with them and they gods, because that's what will make the other nations a heathen if they didn't bow down and take on Yahweh and him alone. That's what will make them the heathen. You know what I'm saying? They are able to cling to us. That's just what it is. All right? They don't have no inside timber tabernacle duties. All right? They ain't allowed to come up into the inner courts. But we all gonna assault Yahweh on the outer courts, and we gonna celebrate for weeks at a time, like everybody thinking like this hell is something like everything is so good about it. The music and the movies, man, shut up. Get right. Get you some get right. All right? Yahweh is everything multiplied, beautiful, good, all right, by infinity, times infinity, and beyond, all right? So you can't even wrap your mind around that. Anyway, regardless of the fact, wake up. That's what time it is. Don't take no oath. Get whatever you got to do, undo it, all right? Whatever you done broke into, break out of it, all right? Or Yahweh gonna break you off. All right? Talking about you, Jace. All right? Because you the apple of the Most High. You the apple of his eye. He said you must, Exodus 35:3. He said you must not even light a fire of any of your dwellings on the Sabbath day. The seventh day. All right? We went through that. Come on now. So don't let Pastor Porch out. You got a lot of explaining to do. Where in the scripture did the Yahweh change his Sabbath day, which is the seventh day, to the first day? You got to get right. You got to get right. You got to get right, family. This just is what it is. All right? Don't be mad at me. All right? This just what it is. Don't be mad at this just the message. All right? All right? And we just messengers bringing you all this water. All right? That's just what it is. Don't be mad at me. It is what it is. You see it right there. It's right there. It's right there. Yeah. You keep the Sabbath holy. The seventh day. The seventh day. It didn't say nothing about the first day. All right? Never light a fire in any of your homes on this day of worship. You understand? You supposed to be, all right, resting. Because Yahweh said, you do work on any other Sabbath, you should surely be put to death. And you doing it till you dying early. We dying early. All right? And we handed them same diseases on to our babies and grandbabies. Somewhere along the line, somebody got to cut that wicked branch off and say, you know what? I'm just going to turn this mug around and I'm just going to follow these scriptures. At least see what happened. We haven't been following all this time and ain't worried about what's going to happen. Just as long as you got a whole bunch of wicked jokers with you that's going to ride with you. Well, okay, that's what the middle class does. All right? All right? That's just what it is. All right? That's what it is. You got your middle, upper, and your lower. That's just how they do it. All right? And they make sure that they keep all that tranquilizer, all the madness right there in the middle. Because they already know that the middle trying to get to the top. All right? The pyramid. Come on, this is Egypt. Come on, family, wake up. Ain't the top of your house look like Egypt? Look like a pyramid? Pyramid on your money? On your money? Come on, man. Wake up, family. All right. No other oaths. No Shabbat. That's just what it is, family. All right? Because we are still in spiritual Egypt. All right? Which is captivity. Exodus 20:2. Go and get it. It's right there. All right. Egypt. All right. Bondage is captivity. All right. The house of bondage. The house of slavery. The house where you the slave. All right. This is Egypt. All right. And so it's only one group nation of people who fit the description. There's no ifs, ands, and buts about it. So anyway, family. All praise and glory be to Almighty Yahweh Ka, who is one. All right. Shout out to the production team. All right. Who helped make everything possible to come out and drop this. You know what I'm saying? And I gotta say, I can't thank enough. You know what I'm saying? Sister Adawa, Brother Malachi. You know what I'm saying? Sister Shira, Sister Kaylin, you get well. All right, and yeah, family. So without further ado, all praise and glory be to Almighty Yahweh God. You know what I'm saying? Who is one. You know what I'm saying? Let's exalt him. Let's get back to this water, family. All right? On one accord. All right? And on that note, we're going to say Shalom. I'm your brother, Zamar, Uncle in the Hebrew. All right? Shalom. Until next time, Yahweh's will. Shalom, family. Let's get this right here out the way. All right? This is the etymology, the online etymology dictionary. All right? Because we don't know what words mean, where they come from, or nothing. All right? When somebody use harsh language, we take it as somebody cursing you out. Like they wish you get hit by a train or something. You know what I'm saying? Or a spaceship run through your bedroom or something. You know? But anyway, clergyman, right? Member of the clergyman, a man in holy orders. Came around in 1570s though, from clergy. Clergyman, clergy woman. Came in the 1670s, all right? A nun, basically, from clergy, all right? Woman on the modern of clergyman, not seriously as woman, pastor, woman of clerical profession until 1871. In between it was used humorously for old woman. Or, you know what I'm saying, you go and get it. Reverend, all right, clergyman, came in the 1500s. So what about before the 14 and 1500s? See, this is where you gotta go back, and family. You gotta go back. This where you gotta start backtracking at. See, you only know slavery and post-slavery. That's it. Churchman, Ecclesiastes, a clergyman, mid 13th century, from church, churchman, right? Church of England, right? Come on now, we Hebrews, right? Celebrant, red coat, all right? In the U.S., of British soldiers in the American Revolution, black coat, 1620s. All right, but still, regardless of the fact, it don't go back farther or older than the 1500s, 1570 to be exact. All right. So now, before this is around the same time as your letter J come in. All right. All right. So Yahweh been here before that. He was here before the beginning. So we wasn't calling him no Jesus or no Jehovah. All right. All right. Jesus is the slave ship. Go and get the research. It's out there. And because a lot of people still on the slave ship. That's the problem. Past time to get off. You're overdue. All right? Seriously. All right. See what that is, right? The Online Etymology Dictionary.